Welcome back to cryptogains for another video. In this video, I want to talk to you about a project that goes by the name of RNDR. Have you heard of it? Because, you know, I heard about it a while ago, and now I want to talk about it. If it sounds interesting, drop that like. Give me a subscribe if you're new watching. Let me tell you about RNDR. So RNDR is a GPU rendering service provider on the blockchain. If you liked it, drop that like. I'm only joking. I want to talk about this because I was blown away by the founder and the team behind this project. Now, for those that are new, RNDR is basically trying to bring a decentralized version of GPU-based rendering solutions. And you're probably thinking, well, what does that mean? What is that like? Because, you know, when I first heard about it, I didn't know as well either. And just to show you, right, I remember hearing about this back in 2021's hype cycle because they did some form of partnership with someone. I can't remember who it was, or something big was using it, RNDR. And this was sort of like around here. Since then, it's calmed down a lot. I wish I was still paying attention down here, but who knows? Maybe it'll fall down in price and I could dollar cost average and buy some more. I do own some of this because I think it's a great buy at prices that we see right now. So what is GPU rendering? Well, when you think about your favorite things that you watch on telly or just favorite brands, Marvel, even like, you know, Netflix, they use a lot of rendering in their CGI and animations. And that's what this is about. And to be fair, the founder of this, because if you come over to the team and advisors, this guy here, the founder of RNDR, Jules Urbuck, is that how you say your name? I think that's how you say his name. I'm pretty sure he was one of the founders who founded a project called Otoy. Let me see if I can find Otoy. Because Otoy was a rendering service, I'm sure. A software, sorry, that many big brands used. So this is Otoy. Let me see if I can find the team or the founder. Hold on. Who's the founder? Type in view. Founder of Otoy. I'm sure this guy was the one, right? Jules. There you go. Look, the company. Look, so this was founded by Jules. Am I saying your name right? Urbach? Maybe it's Urbach. But this guy is not someone to take lightly. Please take me serious when I say he has serious knowledge on this whole thing. Now, let me explain to those that are new to GPU rendering and stuff what it is and what it does. Like I said, you see big brands use it like Marvel, Netflix, the whole lot. And this is a fine example of these companies that were using Otoy, the software, to render their videos and stuff. Take a quick look at this. Hopefully I don't get censored or anything. You know, just what am I doing? Just have a look. Right, so in this video, you can see straight away HBO here at the bottom right corner here. Look, you can see the names of the people or companies and brands that have been using this. Netflix. All this visualization and animation that you see here was all done by Otoy. Is that right? It says Octane Render. Otoy, Octane Render 2020 Showcase. So I'm guessing Octane Render is something to do with Otoy. We'll go for that in a second. Look, Marvels was dealing with this. TNT. There's big brands behind projects that have been using, Otoy in the past. So why am I paying attention now to RNDR? Because if this guy who created, if he created Otoy and was the founder of that, he's got a seriously good backing behind him. And sometimes the team is really important to who you invest in. So let me just go to Otoy real quick and have a look. So Otoy Inc. is a definitive cloud graphics company pioneering technology that is redefining content creation and delivery for media and entertainment organizations around the world. Otoy's Academy Award winning technology is used by leading visuals effects studios, artists, animators, designers. Huge amounts of people are using it, right? So I'm guessing Octane is probably one of the softwares that is used, like Octane Studios, inside this Otoy project, company, founder, whatever you want to call it, right? Otoy, right? So they own this type of software. So now he's been saying, you know what? I'm going to come over here and blow up the vision even bigger and make it decentralized. And there's going to be serious room for something like this project to blow up big. I'm going to have to search on Google if there's any like partnerships. The RNDR network creates a much more efficient, powerful, widely scalable rendering network. I want to play a little bit of this video, not the whole lot, just so you can hear this guy, what he's about and stuff, right? Check this, look, check it out.
Hi, this is Jules Urbach, CEO of Otoy.
What's going on, bro?
Otoy's been at the forefront of GPU rendering for almost a decade now. Our product, Octane Render, was one of the first GPU renders to provide cinematic realism to film jobs and television. Today, it's used in productions like the opening of Westworld, and it's also now a big part of video game development, especially for AR and VR. Octane is a very special GPU software. There's really no limit to the amount of compute power and render power that you can throw behind a render job with our software.
I'm not going to play the whole lot. Go to the channel, go to the website, view it, listen to this guy. He's got powerful knowledge on this whole GPU cloud rendering stuff. But that's my next thought process is, yeah, we've seen videos do it, movies do it, you know, Marvels and the Netflix and stuff use rendering. Gaming is becoming a big thing. It's massive. You know, we've seen technology change in gaming. I remember from back in the day, you'd be playing the pixelated Banjo-Kazooie. Remember Banjo-Kazooie? You just sit dum 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 dum. That's that Animal Hill Farm. I'm still clicking like this. Now I'm coughing. I'm keeping it in raw, fresh, and organic like Tesco's or Marks and Spencer's. Do you remember that Banjo-Kazooie? Dum 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 dum. Bloop 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 bloop. Dum dum. Trust me, I spent days playing Banjo-Kazooie, that stupid witch, and that board game. Anyway, if you know, drop that like. What I'm getting at is that gaming is going to be bigger, and you're going to start seeing a huge change because of GPU rendering. Well, you've seen it already. You've seen how people can like use photorealism and bring it in and render it, and that does all of this. And I think as time goes on, sorry, my tongue. Back of my jaw. As time goes on, it's going to be bigger and better, and this is what's going to push it to its limits. So I'm guessing in my head, when it comes to, you know, rendering right now, because it's all cloud-based, maybe centralized, controlled by an authority, meaning Amazon or something. If you use Amazon cloud-based services or something like that, I don't know. If Otoy has some type of cloud service, it's going to be inside a certain type of warehouse of computers and servers, right? Meaning that that room is the capability of what it can reach. Whereas if you go decentralized and all of the sudden you now have an infinite amount of computers around the whole world, you, me, them, him, her, everywhere, who can help bring this GPU rendering service to a whole new level. Because now you're not limited to just like a little room or a little or big warehouse. You're now basically everywhere around the world. And that's what I'm picturing. That's what's going to make this rendering a lot bigger, better, faster, efficient, and everything else. So let me read through this because I've just basically been mumbling along. I haven't really read any of this. So it's the leading provider of decentralized GPU rendering solutions, revolutionizing the digital creating process. Why render on the render network? Because the future is being built today, and the hardware limitations should not be what keeps you from being a part of the new digital renaissance. Render puts the power of GPU rendering at your fingertips at a fraction of the cost and speed in-house rendering. Like I was saying, when you think about a massive warehouse with loads of servers all lit up, just, you know, that's your limit. That's where it is. Whereas if you had loads of people around the whole world using their computers, I don't know, that's what I'm thinking, to just decentralize it, right? Give you that extra power source. Much more efficient. It says founded in 2016, Jules Urbach. I think it's Urbach. I want to say Urbach. You let me know, bro, if you ever watch my channel, I don't know. CEO of Otoy renders the next step in his dream of the open metaverse. And this is great. This could be good for metaverse. This could be how we start seeing really professional, hyper-realistic, proper like when you look around, I'm looking around my house now, like, and what I see is very hyper-realism. It's real. And we don't get that in games. We don't get that in movies much. Like, you always can tell when CGI is around, right? But what I'm saying is maybe this could take it to the next step in metaverse, and, you know, we start seeing serious hyper-realism. I know first thing that comes to my head is, what's it called? Everdome. But, you know, if Everdome can somehow use render as well, cool, you know what I mean? Just, there's a space for something like this to grow. It says, with the headquarters in Los Angeles, California, and the team based around the globe, the render network and those behind it have been growing from strength to strength in the years since its establishment. I was just reading all this here. So, let me come down. The render network is designed to connect users looking to perform render jobs with people who have ideal GPUs to process the renders. Owners would connect their GPUs to the render network, in order to receive and complete rendering jobs. Cool. Using Using Octane Render. So you're straight up taking your original rendering software to the new level. I'm just thinking because had I known about this Otoy before, Netflix started using it, Marvel started using it, DC Universe started using it, I probably would have invested in this if I could as a public stock. I don't know. Is it a public stock? I don't know. Is Otoy private stock? I don't know. But I'm thinking. So now I look at Render and I say to myself, I have a fine opportunity to invest in this product because the product has already proven itself. It's already proven that it works. It's already proven that it's powerful. It's already proven that it's got big names that have been using Octane. Is it Octane? Octane Render. So for me, this is just a no-brain winner. And when I look at this, it's tender-looking, juicy, finger-licking. Barbecue piece of chicken! Right here, you best believe. And I've got my Jamaican jerk curry goat sauce and I'm pouring it over Render because I think it's a phenomenal buy. Down 84%. And I said to myself, should I buy it now at like 98 pence? Or should I wait for it to go up to £6.53 and buy it then and be pissed off because I could have bought it cheap? So I thought I'd just buy some now. Patrons, if you saw that buy alert, big up to you. There's the buy alert. And again, if you guys don't want to miss this stuff, become a Patreon. 7 tiers, take your pick kind of thing. No, seriously, because this is what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to show you projects that could give you good potential gains back in the future, regardless of what you want to invest. I recommend my exclusive VIP partner tier. You'll be looking at this at a fresh month. Now's the time to get in fresh month. Come over here. This one's my most popular tier. Unlocks all my posts. You can see when I'm buying, when I'm selling, when I'm staking, all of that right over here. Right, and if you can afford it, I've got a CEO tier. Gives you access to my VIP Telegram group. Big money over there, and they know how to make money, sharing great projects. Come check it out. Let's go back to this. It has potential, and because it's already proven itself and has a huge track record of big brands using this, for me it's a no-brainer. It's a no-brainer that I'll be stupid not to put anything, especially down 85%. Once they've registered their idle GPUs on the Render network, these GPU owners become node operators. So if you want to be a node operator of Render, cool. It says, and are able to earn RNDR tokens, Render tokens. So I might look into this. I don't know, do you need a certain amount of Render tokens to become a node operator? Because nodes are great ways of passive incomes. Because I've got a Gala node, just dishing me out Gala all the time. If it's easy to set up, I might do it. It says they do this by accepting jobs from users in need of rendering. My God. And that's all on Octane as well. That's all I can say. It's okay, it's okay.
It's okay, it's okay.
Okay, so I feel like that we are looking at a winner. It says who sends their files to the rendering network. We then where they are assigned to operators. Render receives a small percentage of the render paid out in order to maintain the network and facilitate the transaction. Cool. I might look into the node. Like, seriously. Authoring and publishing state-of-the-art graphics is an immense challenge. This is growing each day. The future demand for advanced rendering will lead to even more complexity and require higher resolution and more interactivity. Meaning, back in the old days, when you'd be sitting at home with your DVDs, you'd be watching the DVD at 480p. Then it went to 1080p. Then it was 4K. Now it's 8K. They're looking to bring 12 to 16K. I haven't even got 8K yet. So it's true. It's slowly adapting around us, and you see it. You see these OLED TVs and new types of rendering and new resolutions and stuff. It's happening. Network scalability. I'm not going to read all this. Scaling GPU rendering power is too difficult. Read it in your own time. I just want to bring this to your attention. Is it a good buy? What do you think? I think it is. I mean, I'll go through the tokenomics in a second. Look, users for the Render network can do media. It says industry, augmented reality. Now that's the part that got me excited, because I think AR will be a big thing. Virtual reality as well. Now, if you've played on the Meta, the Meta Quest, or the Meta Quest Pro. Actually, the Pro's quite good, you know, pancake lenses. But, you know, if you played on these VRs, you've seen yourself over time. You know, like when you go on the YouTube in the VR headset and it's all free, and it just doesn't look right. It looks pixelated and all sorts. Like, what's going on? What? This is VR. No wonder why people get put off on. You know, you'll be watching YouTube in VR, and sometimes you're just a bit too. It's just too. Are you too big or too small? I don't know what you are, but it just doesn't look right because of the 360. Maybe that will change. Maybe that will change with VR using render, because the dynamics behind it will help it get to where it needs to be. So it's cool that you can, you know, targets augmented reality in VR. I think AR is going to be massive. Mixed reality is just going to be crazy. You know, where you put the VR headset on or type of goggles on where you're in your house, but you can see things floating about. You just got a fish tank over there. You don't really have, you pull it up, there's no fish tank. You're just looking like, oh, where's my fish tank? Oh, there it is. So it's cool. Gaming, medical. You can use rendering for medical services. Tell me about it. Like, I'm gonna have to look into this. So I'm hyped. I am hyped for this. What do you think? Drop your comments down below. You know, this video isn't one to make you feel like you need to rush and buy or anything. I'm just trying to show you an opportunity on something that I see. And, you know, down 85%, maybe 84 to 85%, maybe it's just a good buy, you know, from where it was before. It has 500 million max supply. 361 million is circulating. So, you know, 356 million market cap. If this was to... Look at this. So I'm trying to keep it real. I always do 100x. Let's just keep it real. 20x. You know, if 20x is your money, you know, your 1,000 turns to 20 grand, or, you know, your 5 grand turns to 100. Is that right? 100 grand. That sounds mad, right? If you can afford it. Or your £100 turns to 2 grand. Trying to keep it real. It goes to a 7 billion market cap. That could be realistic. What if it 50x's? Times it by 50, you know, your £1,000 turns to 50 grand. It goes to a 17 billion market cap. And that's based on, you know, Octane software, whatever it's called. Can't remember what it's called. Growing bigger. So we already know that these big companies like HBO, Netflix, Marvel, you know, DC are already using this to generate whatever they need to do rendering. We already know that. We can see it in this video here, right? Like Netflix, this animation here you see, phenomenal. Looks great. So as time goes on, they're going to want to continue to use this software. But now they have the opportunity to do it in a decentralized way, which is going to be more faster, efficient, more powerful for them. I can see it. Why would they stop using something that's working for them? Just now they've got the ability to make it even better for themselves. So I'm bullish on this. I think it's going to be really, really great. And it probably could do, you know, this $17 billion worth of market cap when people realize what it can do. How much should you have? Should you hold? I don't know. Maybe I'll bring a video on that. I was telling my patrons maybe 1,000 tokens could be enough. You know, right now that sets you back £987. It's a lot of money for the average person. But, you know, if you don't... I don't smoke, so I don't know what it feels like when it goes down your throat. But if you don't do too much smoking and you try to save some money, you don't do what I do and keep buying chocolate biscuits, just keep it real, you know. If you don't buy the chocolate biscuits and you save your money, maybe you could put that £1.15 into here and get some of these tokens. How much does it cost? 98 pence. So I could have bought one of these instead of some chocolate biscuits. So each pack of biscuits is one rendering token right now. That's how I look at it. So, you know, save your money, maybe only what you can afford to lose kind of thing. It could be a good investment. I'm going to leave it here. If you liked it, drop that like, give me a subscribe. What do you think of this token? Seriously, I want to know your thoughts. Put your comments down below. Did you buy this? Did you buy this down here at the disgusting drop? I missed this. 30 pence. 30 pence. I'm just sitting there buying that at 98 pence thinking it's all good. If it falls down to 35 pence again, I'm going to buy this like an absolute boss. You best believe. Thank you for watching. I've done the Patreon thing, and yeah. Thank you for watching. Oh, come out of my thing, put you back in there. And I look forward to seeing you in my next video. Cheers.